What's going on, you guys? I'd like to welcome you guys to another OneTake review. And this is my review. I'm leaning a little bit because I'm actually sitting out. Oh, Lord, hold up. Give me a second. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, so I'm outside or whatever. Chairs sinking into the ground, all that good jazz, but it don't really matter. This is my review of My Hero Academia season 3, episode 5. I don't know where I got season 5 from. And this episode went a little bit differently than I expected. I was expecting one thing out of this episode and got something different. What I got, I still like, and it didn't take away from the episode. And it's actually something I didn't see coming, and that's the Tetsutetsu fight versus Mustard. And I thought we was going to get Bakugo versus Bakugo and Todoroki versus, I can't think of that villain. Moonfish. I thought that we were gonna get that fight this episode, but we actually got the Tetsutetsu fight, which was all still cool to me. First of all, this episode picks up where we left out the last one. Like, Deku is pretty much worn down. He has to get Kota out of there, to get him to safety. So he grabs Kota like, hey, let's go. We need you to, your quirk to put, actually, we are going to use your quirk to put the fire out, which is like, hey, giving Kota a chance to, like, do, like, something heroic. Not necessarily be a hero, but do something heroic. You don't have to be a hero to do something heroic. So, and now, that's the element that they put in there. Also, you get him, they're leaving, they're going out to do their thing, and then they meet up with, and we see what happened to Mr. Aizawa at the end of the last episode where he was fighting Dabi, and we thought Dabi blasted the shit out of him. Mr. Aizawa reflexes have to be fucking cat-like reflexes for him to get away as quick as he did, because I thought for sure he was blasted. He takes down Dabi fairly easily, but we find out that it actually isn't him. And Dabi's like, oh, I hope you can protect all your students. So we found out that there was another villain named Twin who's able to, like, make copies, and I think they're able to use the same quirks as the person that he copied them from. We don't know too much about his ability just yet. Also, I think his name is Spitter, and he's the one fighting Mandalay, and he's trying to kill her because she's not, in his eyes, she isn't a real hero. And then we have the other guy with the magnet. He's fighting the big dude. That was a nice fight. I wish we could have actually got to see them, the way he was throwing punches, the way he was dodging and stuff. It looked all pretty good. But either way it go, we get Midoriya running into Mr. Aizawa, and Mr. Aizawa is kind of on him like, yo, you aren't supposed to be doing stuff like that. But in his mind, it's like, hey, I have to follow the rules and I die, or I have to just take matters into my own hand in order for me to save people's lives. And I think that's something they need to explore more. Well, I don't think it necessarily needs to explore more, but I think that's going to be a conversation they have toward the end after this is over with in the woods. So we get that, and Ms. Aizawa tells, like, hey, relay this message from Mandalay. It gives the students permission to engage. Like, you guys don't have to run, you have to fight. And also, Midoriya tells them, like, hey, they're after Kacchan. And then we seen at the beginning of the episode with Shigaraki, like, hey, his villains aren't the only people who being held back. And I think they're trying to turn Bakugo, which, if anybody's just watched the show, it's kind of be like, hey, that might be the easiest thing they've ever done, because Bakugo seems like somebody who's almost there anyway, especially with his anger problems. And, like, I guess for the villains he has, that he won't have a filter, he won't have to hold back anything, he can do what he wants, and it kind of seems like something that will fit for a Bakugo. And we don't know, we just have to see whatever happens. And we know that Shigaraki had Midoriya on this list to kill, but Spitter, I think his name is Spitter, the green guy, the green lizard-looking dude, actually saves Midoriya because he's like, hey, Stain looked at him as a real hero. We're not going to attack, because they're going by the Stain logic, which they think Shigaraki is, but Shigaraki actually have his own motive. It's like, hey, the people who aren't real heroes, we're killing them. But if they're heroes in Stain's eyes, they're heroes to us, so we won't mess with them. But also then we get the sugar. I mean the Todoroki. I mean Tetsu in the woods fighting uh, Mustard, and the Mustard has like the poisonous gas, and he got a 6-shooter, which is surprising for a villain in My Hero Academia to have an actual gun that shooting people, a 6-shooter, right? But the way they get through, and it seems I like Tetsu motives, because he's like, yo, because we saw this like earlier. He's like, I'm tired of Class A being so far ahead of us because they're always in the field with stuff. We need to do the same thing, and we see it. He puts his stuff to use him in big hands and knocks the guy out. Now we get to see like Bakugo and Todoroki going them trying to fight Moonfish, and we see like Bakugo he just got the feeling like, oh, Deku, and in all honesty, I think he's gonna be like, hey, hold up, boy, is that a snake? Oh, anyway, I kind of feel like he's gonna be like, yo, you want to fight him so bad? We can put you on a path that gets you to kill him. You gotta get him out your way, you know. And I kind of think, I don't know. I really don't know, because I know Bakugo also wants to be a great hero, but he kind of reminds me of Endeavor. You know, I think he does it for other reasons. I don't really know his reasoning behind some things, so I don't know exactly where it's going to go. But I think next episode we don't necessarily get that full fight, but I think it's still gonna be like hinting. I think that's like the biggest subplot going on right now, is that everybody trying to get at Bakugo and that fight going on. But I think the biggest thing from next episode is Tokiyomi. Shoji gets damaged from Tokiyomi, because Tokiyomi can't control the dark shadow. Because all the darkness, the shadow becomes a lot stronger and out of control, and Tokiyomi can't control it. So does Deku help Shoji fight it, or does Tokiyomi some kind of way get stronger and able to control it himself? Because I always said Tokiyomi needs to be able to be physically strong without his dark shadow, because that's the best combination. If somebody get past his dark shadow, he never really had no hands of his own. So I always thought that he needed them. So maybe he fights it himself. But it seems like the dark shadow is taking over him, you know what I'm saying, and doing whatever it wants with his body. So yeah, it was a good episode. A lot of shit happened. A lot of shit, you know what I'm saying. You guys let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you with you guys later. Peace out.